Oh, Andrew, you always look good. Go to the description first part of it. You can go to his original video. I mean, you can't miss it. I mean, if you can tell what the description is, the trolls seem not to be able to tell where to click because they can't tell a comment from a description. And also, please like my video. I am going to get a bunch of dislikes from trolls. It will help keep this going. And also subscribe to my channel. I don't do these all regularly to a point. But also like and subscribe to Andrew. He does a really good job. He's a lawyer. And if he wanted to, he could sue people if they really get on his basically do something bad.
Ethan Klein is set to expose the Reddit and Discord moderators that were stacked against him as he gears up in his lawsuits against Casey Tron, Frogan.
He's gonna have them all night long, plus taking all their money and taking every single penny. I'm so pretty. He's gonna be so pretty.
And denims. And this is absolutely one of the moments that is legally inevitable. And it's one of the moments that I think people didn't fully understand, but they're
Oh, and I also don't pay attention to trolls. I read the comment and laugh.
coming to grips now with how absolutely cooked they are going to be in court when they're seeing the consequences of their actions. Of course, I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney, and this is a legal mindset we teach you to be your own judge. Now, as I've stated, the legal basis for the Ethan Klein lawsuits, at least at a fundamental level, at a filing level, i.e., are these claims that are going to survive in court, survive a motion to dismiss? It looks pretty.
They're gonna have all the money ripped away from them all for the rest of their life. They're gonna be like Bowser between Nintendo. They're basically gonna take every single penny.
Good for them. It looks very good for them in terms of their survivability in court. And we've gone over this on previous lives and previous Fast Facts. And of course, this is a.
And if someone thinks I'm stealing a video, remember he didn't actually file this underneath the government.
Fast Facts video. So if you do like this format, please let me know in the comments below. But what we're getting to now is subpoenas. And we finally have just released the subpoenas that are going from the court, from Ethan Klein to all of these members to get these members' information at Reddit and Discord. And they're subpoenaing Reddit and Discord themselves. So they're not asking these moderators themselves personally, hey, can you dox yourself? Can you give us your personal information, please, pretty please? Oh, no, 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 no. They're going to the companies and they're saying, hey, Reddit and Discord, as a company, you must comply with this.
When you do, remember, karma is a pain. If you do something bad, it's going to come back and bite you in your rear end. If you attack, harass someone all the time, expect the courts to not care. I mean, literally, they couldn't use their brains for more than a hat rack with a fleeting second to think, wait a second, I shouldn't be harassing this person for no reason, like calling all this things and getting other people hurt and killed. Because when they call the cops on Ethan, they're getting other people killed because that service could have been used for someone else.
And you must give us this information. A subpoena is a legal request to provide information. And historically, companies, particularly companies like Reddit and Discord, as much as they may say they have certain values and they may lean one way politically or another, at the end of the day, they're going to comply with the court. They don't want to deal with legal issues. They don't want to tie themselves up. And they have.
Yeah, Reddit doesn't want to tie up themselves. They don't want to waste their time. Hey, you're a Discord mod. You're free. I'm just going to give your information to Ethan because he just did what he needed to do. I'm giving all your data. So all that data you gave to me to sign up to become a Reddit mod is now theirs. So your address, what everything else. He's already got it. By the time you realize I've already gave all the data. So you're gone. You're not worth anything. You're not the CEO.
No individual loyalty to a mod or somebody who's in a particular subreddit. So when they get these requests, they are going to turn over this information. And I think a lot of people, particularly on the internet,
and a lot of people think They won't, because it's supposed to be how it is. Remember, you are not worth anything, not even at Walmart or that. You're considered garbage. When a big lawsuit is coming out, they don't feel like losing millions of dollars for you. They don't care about your existence. They will give that data to save millions of dollars. You're not worth it.
Internet feel very shielded by the anonymity of a screen name, of
The CEO is a different story.
the pseudonym, and they think that's going to protect my information forever. Well, that's not the case, and we're seeing that here in the Ethan Klein lawsuit.
And that's very tough.
So here we have, and I'll go through these as courtesy of X, these subpoena documents. So you see here, subpoenaing documents and information.
And also go to the description. First part of the description will go to his original video.
All documents and communications containing the personal identifying information. So anything they've got in their name, address, etc., email, alt phone number if they've got it, whatever they have, they want on these Reddit users. So we've got this Reddit user, Exempic dealer. There you go. They're going to be.
And he's already got the information. By the time we heard about the submission, he's already got the data. When he said, I already know who you are, it's already over with. So it doesn't matter you delete all your VODs. He's already copied all of it. You're already screwed.
Get their information revealed. H3 Snark Mod Team. H3 Snark Mod Team 2. Roman P. Right Salamander. Cav 2. H3 Snark Mod Team 3. Wrong Salamander. Right Salamander. Pure Press. And we've got a last page here. Kitchen Mukbang Star. Sarah Horn Jewett. Jewett Sarah Horn. Jewett.
Many of these people are probably the same one. This one person is going to get so much lawsuits. Every penny he owns, except to live, will be taken away.
Jewett Horn.
That's if that part is not taken too.
Sarah and all others that were moderators of the H3 Snark Reddit and the H3 Snark Discord. So you're going to get all that information turned over to Ethan Klein. The villain arc Ethan Klein, as people are saying, is going to have.
And if that person doesn't have a job, he's going to be required to go out and get a job and start working to pay off this multi-million-dollar lawsuit. So if they're not working already, which they're not, they get to work for a living to pay off this hundreds of million-dollar lawsuit.
Have all of that information, and we kind of know where this leads. Oh, and by the way, there's a little bit more here. This is going as to Discord. You can see here the Discord handle Yogi Barracks, Ali Turn, and Roswell NM. So you've got other information from Pooh and no reception. So this from Discord and from Reddit, you're going to have this information turned over. And a lot of people feel very, very free on Discord and Reddit, doing whatever they're going to do or saying whatever they're going to say. And they also think that deleting is going to cause.
They keep the data for many years just in case they have. So yeah, they did delete. You deleted your data. Too bad. That doesn't count for nothing in court because you can bring up the mole files. They're not deleted forever.
Cause these things to magically disappear, as if they're not saved, as if they're not archived, as if they can't be pulled up. That is absolutely not the case. In many cases, both civil and criminal, you've been able to go back, and companies are going to go back and get all of these records because the companies maintain these records. And what this is,
and they have to maintain the record for so many years. So if you delete it today, too bad. They have to. I don't know how many years they have to maintain them records. Even the Wayback Machine can go back.
Going to lead to is certainly connections to other people which may be added to the lawsuit. So let's say, and this is not just hypothetically, this is almost certain here, that these people were speaking to other influencers, were speaking to perhaps people that are party to the lawsuit, Denims, Frogan, Casey Trump, maybe other people. We talked about Sean DeBlack, right? Other folks that were connected to this.
Basically, these people, this is a rabbit hole which is going to last for many, many, many years. He's doing. Legal Mindset is doing a really good job. That's the reason why you don't mess with this guy, because he's a lawyer from Florida. I think that's where he is. Which them lawyers really don't care. They will go after you easy. But he knows what he's doing. He does his hair every time I see him on VOD or on video. I don't know why I'm saying that.
Those links are going to come
He does a real good job.
in. And if there's any, for example, to Papa Hassan or anybody else, that'll come out too. Now, that's not to say whether there is or not, whether the Godfather Hassan was involved in this or not. We can't say.
Godfather Hassan. Yeah, that sounds more right. Superman, no. He'd be the evil Superman for Hassan. Hassan would be the red Superman with the red star, where if you disobey him for even half a second, he will laser beam your face off. He'll first zap your eyes and then proceed to drill through your skull.
Right now. But if theoretically, hypothetically,
and technically Hassan, if we go by the standard, what country his mother came by, because his mother probably did not have a green card, he would be the country where his mother came from, so not America.
There is, that will come out through discovery process, through this subpoena process. There's not going to be a defense or an exemption or something that's going to.
And if the mother already had the green card before having the kid, then we could think otherwise. And she had to be living in the country.
Keep your Discord messages or your Reddit messages or comments or whatever else. There's nothing that's going to keep those from being exposed. There's no possible defense.
It's only the rich exploit that method.
And there's no lawyer out there, and I would challenge any lawyer to give me a defense that they would have for their Reddit communications or Discord communications that would keep those from being subpoenaed. I will wait, because there really isn't one, right? Once again, they can argue the unfairness, the power imbalance, et cetera, et cetera. Even if that's true, it doesn't change the legal reality. The legal reality is these documents and communications will be turned over in time. They're going to take some time to process it and look at it. Now, of course, if one of them was magically speaking to an attorney, maybe there might be some attorney-client privilege. I doubt it. I highly, highly doubt that these people were solely messaging and communicating with an attorney, right? The only other exception would be perhaps if some of these people were minors, there might be some filtering of information there. But other than that, there really isn't anything that would come up that would filter out information or communications. And I think this is where the broader case that Ethan Klein is going for is going to be built. He's going to build this broader case against those that collaborated, perhaps had a conspiracy.
And the key thing is I don't actually talk about my family. So if you guys think this guy looks like he's poor, it's just the money I have. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. One actually has way more money than the rest of us. I mean, she just got married more recently to someone. I'm not going to say who it is. And I don't talk about any of them, really. I'm the poorest one of all 5 of us. Plus my cousins.
One might say, to use that term, to redirect views, to take those views from his video.
My uncle, if he would, has way more cash than me.
Because at the core, this is a copyright infringement case. So he needs to prove, hey, these people worked together and collaborated to draw.
He buys old tractors and old vehicles.
Views from my video. And to the extent that can be proved, that's going to be relevant to the case. However, there is going to be other information that's going to come out just as a natural course that is not directly related. How is this going to happen? Well, let's say you have an email or a message. Do you think these people are just talking about that? No, they're probably saying a whole lot of other things, perhaps some nasty things, perhaps some crazy things, perhaps some things that unveil other schemes and plots that they were into that Ethan Klein will now get a hold of. He'll have those documents, and at some point he may be able to reveal those. He may be able to turn those over to the public and release those out there. And that is not going to look good for that whole crew. It's going to look very bad for the crew. Now, do I think this is going to shut down entire communities or stop Reddit or stop Discord? No, of course it's not. But it's going to expose more and more people to liability as this case builds up over time. This thing will become bigger and bigger and grow. But what do you guys think about this? I'm interested to hear in the.
Go to his video if you jumped around to this point, and go to the description. You'll see it right off the bat. And like and subscribe to him and to me.
Comments below, and I'll catch you on the next.
Are you guys enjoying the stream today?
I love that every time. This is an enjoyable spot. Man, beautiful. Man defeat. I have to love this every time seeing Johnny Somali get smacked in the face.